Julia, and welcome to the first ever What's It Like video. In these videos, I'm going to be talking about what's it like for me being blind. Okay, so this first video, I'm going to talk about issues that I have with people treating me differently because I'm blind. So, for me, basically, since I'm blind, sometimes people think that I have a mental illness or that, like, I'm way different and that I can't do anything. And they'll try to make me feel better about it. So they'll say things like, "Hi, Julia. Oh, are you happy today? Oh, that's good. Oh, you're my best friend. Did you know that? Am I your best friend too?" Stuff like that. And honestly, I don't like that because I'm just like anyone else except I'm blind. And I try to tell people that. But people just think I'm totally different and they feel bad for me because I'm blind. But that's not what I want people to do. And I find sometimes people are afraid to talk to me. Like, they'll ask someone else a question for me, like, does she want to do this? Or, like, does she want to go to the store with me? Or, does she want to order this at a restaurant? Like, does she want to order, what does she want to order? And it makes me so mad, because I'm like, I have a voice. Just because I can't see doesn't mean I can't talk. I definitely have a voice, and I can talk for myself. And I also hate it when people talk extra loud, or they come really close to me when they're talking to me. Like, I need to hear them better. But really, like, I am right with them, and I don't, just like anyone else, unless I have a hearing problem, you don't need to yell extra loud for blind people to hear. You can talk in the same voice you would talk to anyone else in. Okay, well, I have had a couple situations where people will talk behind my back, and they will say things like, "Oh, it's so annoying that I have to hang out with Julia. Oh, she's so annoying. I hate hanging out with her because we always have to guide her and help her." And I am sitting right there at the same table as them, like, say, at lunchtime at school. And I'm thinking in my mind, I don't want to say this to them because it's kind of rude, but I'm thinking in my head, I have ears and I can hear what you are saying. You know that I am just like you. The only difference is that I can't see. So if you close your eyes, that's what my life is like. I can do everything else. I can walk, I can talk, I can read, I can write, I can do all the subjects in school that you can do. I can think. I have a mind. And it gets me so annoyed. And another thing that annoys me is when, let's say I get a good mark on my test and people are like, "Good job, Julia." I'm like, okay, I am as good at school as you are probably. Because I just need Braille to do things. Just because I can't see, I can still read and write and do assignments just like you can. Sometimes people at school, like, let's say I drop something on the floor, they're right away trying to go pick it up for me. And I can pick things up on my own, and if I do, they're like, they feel so bad. They're like, "You should have asked us to pick it up for you." I'm like, I have hands. I can feel around on the ground for like a spoon that I dropped or something. And one time I went under my desk to pick something up, and they got so mad because they were so worried about me because they couldn't see me for 30 seconds under the table looking for my spoon. It was so annoying. I also get mad when people try to guide me around my own house. Like, if my friends come over, like, and they haven't been over in a while, and they try to take my hand and guide me up to my room, that bothers me too, because I've lived in this house my whole life. And when people try to guide me, "Oh, here, just take my elbow." And I'm thinking, I know how to get around my own house. You do not need to guide me. I've lived here since I was 2 years old. I do not need help getting around my own house. I know you're trying to be nice, but seriously, like, I'm not a kindergartner. I can walk around without people guiding me. I hate it when, so if I'm outside at recess and some kids come up to me and they'll ask me questions like, "Can you walk without your stick?" And I'll say, "Yeah." "Will I get blind from just being around you?" I'm like, "No." "Can you run?" "Yeah." Things like, "Can I read? Can I write?" Why do they think I'm in school if I can't read or write? Like, that's kind of weird to ask someone if they can read or write when they're taking school. Like, I'm going into grade 9 right now. How would I have gone to school if I couldn't read or write? One person actually asked me if I could talk, and they had just heard me talking a second ago. It really frustrates me because I'm just like everyone else. Why suddenly when I say I'm blind, do people think there's so many other things wrong with me? Because there isn't. The only thing that's wrong with me is my eyes do not work. I try to look at it as I can see. I just can't see with my eye. I just can't see with my eyes. I can see with my ears. I can see with my mouth, by tasting my tongue. I can see with my nose, and I can see with my hands. I just can't see with my eyes. One time, my sister and I were walking outside at recess. And my sister, so we were walking around, and someone comes up to us and starts talking to us and saying how I do such a good job, and they keep saying, walk slower. That's the first thing they said. I'm thinking, I can walk at the same speed as everyone else. And he kept saying, Lauren, walk slower. I'm like, okay. Doesn't matter. I can walk at the same speed as everyone else just because I'm blind. I don't need special slow walking. And then, she was guiding me, okay? But then, this guy, or girl, I forget, asks her, can you see? And she's like, yeah. And then they're like, good job, Lauren. I was thinking, I almost felt like saying, it's normal to see. It's not like she's doing a good job by seeing. Like, crazy person. Anyways, I think that's all I want to talk about today. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to my channel. Tune in next week for the next What's It Like video. Bye!